Morning, esteemed listeners and investors. Welcome to another Monday morning breakfast session. I am Akiyemi Omotayo. I'll be taking you through the happenings in the fixed income market for last week. Last week, we saw funding rates increase to 32.33% and 32.56%, respectively. That is on the open repo and overnight, as system liquidity deficit persisted to close the week with a negative 837 billion amidst banks' reliance on SLF. For the third consecutive week now, the Treasury bill secondary market closed the week on a bearish note following sell-offs witnessed largely influenced by system illiquidity. Consequently, yields advanced by average of 10 basis points week on week to 24.16% at the end of the week. At the next NTB auction, CBN would offer 374 billion worth of NTBs. Below is the result, as you can see from the table. For the bond market, the federal government bond secondary market traded quietly, but closed the week on a bearish note as system illiquidity persisted. Some investors also stayed on the sidelines ahead of this week's primary market option. On a tenor basis, yield across the short end of the curve advanced by an average of 24 basis points week on week, while mid to long term advanced by 18 basis points. Maturities that actually traded over the week were the 2025, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, and 2038 maturities. On average, yields across the benchmark bonds declined by 20 basis points, closing the week at 19.30%. For the foreign exchange market, we saw the Naira appreciate a bit on the NAFEM official window from 1,641.27 to 1,600.78. For the fixed income market outlook for the week, we are looking at funding rates are expected to sustain the current levels as system illiquidity persists, bearing any significant inflow. For the FGM bond secondary market is expected to trade quietly as market expects the auction results. Also, the Treasury bill secondary market is expected to trade quietly as the market expects the auction results this week. That being said, we employ our investors and listeners to take advantage of our wide array of products, ranging from our lead fixed income fund. The risk profile is low. Dividends are paid biannually on this fund. The minimum holding period for our lead fixed income fund is 90 days, and the annualized yield on this fund is 24.77%. For our clients that have a flair for equities, we implore you to take advantage of our lead balance fund. The risk profile on this fund is low. Dividends are paid annually with a minimum holding period of 90 days. Annualized yield on this fund is 17.23%. For our clients that have a flair for fixed deposits, we implore you to take advantage of our Gazelle portfolio. We offer rates that is second to none, and the tenor basis from 90 to 365 days. For our clients with FX and want to diversify their portfolios, we implore you to subscribe to our lead dollar fund. The risk profile on this fund is low. Dividends are paid biannually. Minimum holding period for this fund is 180 days. Annualized yield for this lead dollar fund is 14.95%. For our clients and investors that have volume and want to invest in FX, you can also take advantage of our Eurobond trading. Risk profile on this product is minimum. It gives you access to sub-Saharan Africa and corporate Eurobonds like the Angola, Nigeria, and Fidelity, EcoBank, and more. Coupons are paid biannually on this fund as well. That being said, let me hand you over to our in-house trader, Mr. Sunday, to take you around the happenings in the equity space. Mr. Sunday, over to you.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Tayo. So on a quick one, equity market review. Good morning, our esteemed lead investor. We always appreciate you for your time out every Monday morning joining us. We're not taking it for granted, and we always promise you to give you adequate information so that we can take necessary steps for the week. So without further ado, let's go to the happenings in the market as at last week. So we saw a total turnover of 1.4 billion worth of shares, valued at 73.88 billion, was traded last week in contrast to what we have in previous week. So last week we have a total of 2.97 billion, value at 31. So there was an increase as a result of the new listing of Rade. So Alade was one of the major driver of the market last week. We saw what happened. So just on a quick one, let me tell us that the 11th week, that was the first time that the market was able to get to that peak. The 11th week, the market value was 59.416 trillion. That was when the highest peak market value, market capitalization was 59 point. So ever since the market has lost that momentum, but the introduction of Alade brought back the market value again to 59.42. So what the market has lost in terms of value, Alade brought it back. Now the market capitalization now, as of last week, closed with 59.425 billion worth. So the oil and gas sector follow with 2.5 worth of shares valued at 52.5 billion. Trading top three equity was Japoco and PSC UB also were part of the stock that were traded last week. So with all this happening in the market, we believe that we are at the end of the last lap of the market, that is the fourth quarter, and we saw a lot of results hitting the market. We saw the likes of Geregu, we saw the like of Transport Power releasing their results, and they are very wonderful results from these power sectors. And we saw that majority of the cost was as a result of gas and what the interest cost. So that cost also to them also will be a benefit to that. We saw what the oil and gas sectors are doing as a result of what the liberalization of that sectors, and which has led to a lot of high in prices, both in oil and gas. And we also saw what the banks have announced in their fourth year results as a result of income from their core function. So this is what we are saying, that we look at sectors. Where are the sectors that are benefiting from what the current happening what in the economy? So that is the sector we should focus on. We saw government coming out with policies. They are both the upstream and downstream sectors. They are deregulating it. They are not ready to pay any subsidy. And that has led to that sector coming up today. And we also saw what is happening in the power sector. So the government said that they are no longer interested to pay subsidy. And we saw what happened, that sectors now, from low from top any lines, they are now declaring very huge profits. So we also monitor what is happening in the sector, and we can strategically position our investments. So which sector should we focus on, and what should we be investing on? That will be our target. So we must be very careful, selective of what the stock we are buying. And we also saw what happened with the high interest rate, what the insurance companies are declaring. They are declaring each profit as a result of what high interest rate. We know that what they do is that they pull funds together and they invest them, and they hedge against any insurance, any risk, and that has also led to their profit. So in our recommendations, we look at sectors and we guide our clients where to go in. And we saw sectorial performance. 3 out of our 5 index closed on positive. The consumer goods also closed by 4.2. Industrial also closed by 0.4. The oil and gas also closed by 1.08. While the banking sectors, the NGS closed negative, and insurance company closed negative for the week. And in terms of month-to-date performance, the market closed negative 0.50, and quarter to date we also experienced a negative 0.50, and year to date we are currently 31.16. So if you are to compare that, what the market has done globally, Nigerian market is the second now globally. Compare the top is Ghana, but currently now Nigeria market is doing 31.16. So if you are to benchmark that against the inflation currently stands at 32.70. So we see that the market also is far below the inflation rate, and we expect, like what we experienced in the fourth quarter of the year, that the market did far above the inflation rate. As we end the quarter for the year, we expect, as a result, we're coming out more information. The market will be able to gain back that momentum higher above the inflation rate. So let us move to our recommendations. So as we have rightly said, our recommendations are still valid. Bankings are always top. We have Access Bank, First Bank, GTB, UCAP, UBA, Stanbic, Zenith Bank, AICO, Hamza, NIM. All these are stocks that have been well reviewed, and there are a lot of research that have gone in before we decide that they should be part of our recommendation. So all these are sent out to all our clients already for the week so that we can position as the market open this week. So on know this Dangote Sugar, we recommend that we hold Dangote Fidelity also is on hold. Guinness, Nestle, Airtel, MTN, Okumo Oil, Dangote Cement, and Internal. They are part of our stock that we told our clients to hold for now. So let's move to next slide. So what is our expectation for this week? And one of the major catalysts of the market that we are expecting this week is that Owando promised that they will be released their 2023 results to the market. So that will be a major catalyst that we are expecting to happen this week. If that result should hit the market and the result is positive, that will be a very strong rally for the stocks. So they promised that before 23rd of October, they will release the results to the market. So our expectation is that if the result comes out and it's positive, that would be a very strong catalyst for the market to go positive this week. So as results are being released, we said already that Power released their result and it was a fantastic one. Their third quarter result was with the tune of 5.2% increase compared to what they did last year. So they made a profit of 233 billion a year to date, and their bottom line also increased by 1.857 to 58.4 billion year to date. And we also saw UCAP also release a very fantastic result, and they are compared to what they did last quarter 2023, that's quarter 3, they made an increase of 50.8% gain compared to what they did. And their top line was 28.7 billion year to date, while their bottom line also increased by 88.7% to the tune of 55.9 billion year to date. We saw that Fidelity at First Bank also are proposing right issue. They have submit their application to the NBS for approval. They intend to raise additional capital through right share. So we expect that to be approved by NGS, and in the further days, we expect that to be released officially to the market. So for people that have a First Bank, we analyze it and we then come out with our recommendation that we have done for previous right and public offer that was done by previous banks. So we update with the latest one. And to talk about the corporate actions, what we are expecting in terms of the corporate action for this week. So some banks will be paying their dividend this week, as we recommend earlier, that you can diversify for people that came in. Imagine people that bought UB at 32 naira. So for them now, it's an opportunity for them to lower their average weighted cost. So for people that bought at higher price, you can reinvest your proceeds. So on 22nd, is tomorrow, you'll be paying 2 naira. So for people, we have the arrays of products. You see that you can do our Gizelle for 90 days. You can clean your money and earn a fixed interest on it while you come back to the market at the end of January. And we believe that December, a lot of profit taking will come up and the value of stock will be reducing. So this is a very good opportunity for our clients to take your dividends. Call us. We have arrays of products. You see that you are doing our Gazette for 90 days, clean your money, earn profit in it, go back to the market and plug in and make it profit. So Fidelity also will be paying 25th. They'll be paying also 25th this week. So let's reinvest our proceeds. We have arrays. You see that you are doing our lead balance fund that comprises of both the equity and the fixed income. Or you do our fixed income for people that have flair for that does not have plan for risk, so you can do our fixed income. So let us reinvest our proceeds from dividends coming this week. So 22nd, UBA will be paying, 25th, Fidelity also will be paying, and 22nd also, Sharpu Infrastructure also paying 5 naira. So tomorrow. So all this will be happening this week. That result will be released to the market this week. Owando will be releasing their 2023 results. What we also expect corporate actions, dividend will be paid this week. That will be a form of catalyst for people to reinvest or also do other things. So we expect the market to tend towards what positive this week as the week goes by. So that's our expectations for the week. We now move to our question section. If there are questions, the floor is open for questions. So the question the first is that why is RRD crashing? For what we told our client, for us, the company, that we believe that the price that it was listed is a bit high. So the market we reprice irrespective of what the price they are giving, and we saw that happen on the first day. It came out at 7.20 naira, and it gained 20%, closing at 7.90, and the second day that it traded, it closed at 8.20, and we saw what happened, that based on the news that was circulated, that there was a deal, that the shares debunked the news that they are not in any partnership with them. That also affected them, and we saw the price crashing. It went on full offer for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. As the week goes by, I believe that once the market believes that it has gotten to the actual price, we see rally around the stock. But for now, we are still monitoring it. It's not part of our recommendation for now. We believe that the price that is currently trading is a bit high, and we expect the market to reprice it and come out with the actual price. That is our stake on RRD for now. So talking about corporate action, do we know when? No, currently they have a case in court, and that case has been adjourned for further hearing. I believe that until when the board meets and then they approve on the payment, that will not still be known to the general public. So for now, they still have that issue of the ODs, the companies who one of their shareholders sued them for in terms of the OD, types of the OD structure. So they are still having issues in court. And I believe that if that is resolved, the board will meet and then they will give the payment date for the dividend declared as at last year. So for the ETI, we saw what is currently happening in terms of their asset. They are very strong, but there are other stocks. We know that their PE ratio, they are global in terms of plus their coverage beyond West Africa, they lie. So on ETI, we told our client to hold based on their low PE ratio. So why do you want to pay that amount of money for their PE ratio? And then it's just about the turnover. So despite that their PE ratio was low, that means that the amount of money you pay to earn more naira in what ETI. But people believe that based on their result, their result is not that fantastic. So if despite their low PE ratio, people believe that it does not still gain that traffic that people expect from them. We know what they did compared to others, like of GTB, Zenith Bank, and UBA. People believe that is a perspective of the investors, that despite their low PE ratio, people believe that it's not stock that's worth investing for now. So there are a lot of competition in banking sector. We have the likes of GTB, Zenith Bank, UBA, and Fidelity paying fantastic. So that is not perspective of investors. So that is why we said that for now, people should hold, and then as market unfold and they release their quarter 3 results, we can now give a final verdict on the stock. So thanks, sir. So another question is that FBN interest to raise capital, are they still having ongoing? Yes. There is still that has not been finally resolved. For now, there is no result on that. So that's why their last year dividend has not even been paid. So it was a recommendation. Maybe you want to review again. So for us,
It was like, I think it's saying that it's still in our recommendation list. First Bank.
Arade, they are referring to Arade. So it was a recommendation. Maybe you want to review again. I saw a target of 900. So that's it. As the markets unfold, we come out with a final verdict on that. So thanks. So now Unity Bank restoration to the boss. Do we know when it will happen? No, for now we haven't. Nothing has been done. They have not posted their 2023 result to the market. So until that is done, then before the suspension can be lifted. But now no result has been released to the market as regards that 2023 performance. So we've explained this. There's why is Arade losing. So we have said it that it's just the normal. It was one of the information that hit the market. Maybe they had a thing they announced to the market was that they are expecting a contract, a oil well contract with Shell, and Shell came out to debunk that they are not having any deal with them. So that also affected them, and the market is trying to reprice based on the perspective of the clients towards them. That is what happened as regards Arade. As the week unfolds, we see what is happening as regards that. So questions? So for the FD gain for banks, what is the final position? Is the government still? So the government, it has been approved already by the Senate, and I believe that is also the directors of the bank. They met with the federal government, and I don't know how it will be done. Maybe it will be done in batches so that it will not affect their top end, but that has been agreed on. So it's just about the modality on how that will be played out. That would be because Senate has already sanctioned it, so it's already a law in the country. So it's just about the modality in the implementation that has not been agreed on, but it has become a law already approved by the Senate. So that is still standing. So I asked a question last week about NGX 2020. So yes, they are ETF as regards that. We have NGX 30. We don't have NGX. We have 30. We have 30, not 20. We have NGX 30. So there are ETF that covers that the most 30 capitalized stocks. So we have ETF that covers that. So if you're interested, we'll reach out to you and tell you how to go about that. So it's NGX 30. So the NGX 50 has been cancelled. What we now have is NGX 30. That is the 30 most capitalized stock. We have Stanbic IBT 30 and others that covers 30 most capitalized stocks. There are ETF that covers that. So please, any update on UCAP bonus? Yes, there's no update for now. So we expect investors' position to be credit before the close of the year, but no specific date has been given as regards the UCAP bonus, dividend bonus for now. So thank you, our high esteemed audience and investors. We appreciate your time out joining us very early this morning, and we are not taking it for granted. And we wish you a fantastic investing week ahead. So thank you for joining us. You have a wonderful week ahead. Thanks so much.